but let him ask in faith. Nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. James 1:6, KJV. Prayer reveals what we really believe about God. We can say we believe him. We can say he is able. But how we pray and how we live after we pray tells the truth. James says it plainly when we ask. We must ask in faith, not halfway, not unsure, not treating prayer like a last resort. Nothing wavering. That word matters. Because many of us pray, but we don't expect anything to happen. We pray for God to move, then act like he won't. We ask him for help, then immediately try to fix everything ourselves. That's not faith. That's fear dressed up as prayer. Jesus spoke about this too. He said if we ask, we should believe that we receive, not someday, not maybe believe. If we pray for rain but refuse to carry an umbrella, what does that say about what we really expect? Prayer is not just words spoken into the air. It is trust expressed toward God. It is coming to him believing that he hears and that he responds according to his will. James connects this directly to the nearness with God. When we draw nigh to him, we don't come doubting his character. We come trusting who he is. God is not offended by big prayers. He is not intimidated by need, but he is not honored by unbelief. James says a wavering person is unstable in all their ways. That means doubt doesn't just affect prayer. It affects how we live. When we truly believe God, we pray differently. We wait differently. We speak differently. We act differently. Faith shows up after the prayer ends. This doesn't mean God answers every prayer the way we want. But it does mean we trust him enough to leave the outcome in his hands. Faith is not controlling the result. Faith is trusting the one who decides it. Jesus taught us to pray, thy will be done. That is not a lack of faith, that is deep faith. It says, God, I trust you more than I trust myself. We don't pray to inform God. We pray to align with him. And when we pray believing, it changes us. We stop panicking. We stop striving. We stop acting like everything depends on us. Because prayer done in faith rests in God's ability, not our own. So this verse leaves us with an honest question. When we pray, do we act like God has heard us, or like nothing will change? Because real prayer doesn't end on our knees. It shows up in how we live. Ask in faith, nothing wavering.